with young talent. Doris, the future looks bright.
Well, they're loaded with young talent, and it is fearless talent. These are squads that are going to be tremendous to watch for the next several years. Tonight could be a preview of the next generation of stars to come.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Morant.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Morant, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And stolen by Bane. From deep. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Now the Timberwolves with it. The 3 from Russell. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Shot's good by Morant.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. McDaniels finds Russell. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. Over Adams. Outside for Russell. 5 on the clock. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Jackson outside. That 3's off the mark. Here's Edwards. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Pass to Russell. Bane against Edwards. Over Bane. To the paint. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brooks from outside. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Jackson. Here's Towns. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Edwards against Bane. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Russell against Morant. Driving inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Gobert inside. Adams covering. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Towns for 3. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Jackson. Here's Towns. Second chance effort.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
For Memphis, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Russell against Moran. Into the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
The baseline J. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis trailing here. And then Morant with the dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The T-Wolves on top, leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, small forward. Towns against Jackson. Towns passes to McDaniels. Oh, Adams with the block.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Adams no good on that one. Well, Doris, the last few years we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
And here's Edwards outside. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Bain. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up, and that one drops. So now they lead by 1. So he gets them both. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Towns finds Russell. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
There's Jackson with the 3. Here's Moran. Offensive rebound. Back to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Here's Edwards. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Desmond Bain.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
He hits the second from the line. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Russell against Moran. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
It's Edwards with a drive.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Bain. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Moran. Oh, that bucket gives gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The 3 from Russell. Pass to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bane. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. Now here's Bane. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. And he drives in. Russell, the pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Another shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the 2nd. Here's Morant. He's got 15. Jackson, pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Inside, here's Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Here's Towns. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the 2nd.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Blocked again! Right now, firing on all cylinders. Oh, wow!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Towns with the ball. Fires for 3. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And here's Morant outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Your Grizzlies, 29. The Timberwolves, 23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Minnesota's shooting only 36% so far in this game. Pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Here's Towns. They get it back. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. Defended by Jackson. The 3. Towns can't get it to go. Outside Morant. Here's Adams. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's Bain. And here's Morant. 23 points in the game. Here's Adams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. Let's go with a 3. Takes it inside. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's McDaniels on the wing. Adams covering. Picked by Gobert. Towns goes in. Soft touch off the glass.
Now, this is what separates Karl Anthony Towns from other players his size. That quick first step to get to the drive game.
Outside Morant. He takes it in. Gobert against Jackson. Pass to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Both good from the line that time. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Towns has got room. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Towns a screen on Brooks. Here's Edwards. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball. Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
And they double up Edwards. Towns against Jackson. Puts the move on. Off the left rim and out. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. McDaniels against Bain. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. To the left side wing. Here's Morant. Pass to Bain for 3. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell, that's good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Morant. He's got 25. Driving in. It's blocked by Gobert. Lets it go from the wing. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Pass to Brooks. From behind the arc. Jackson with it. Back to Morant. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front, up by 12. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's the 3. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota ball.
Now here's Towns. Tight defense on him. To the inside, Gobert.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Good on the second one. Now Jones. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Green. Fires from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. McDaniels finds Edwards. Over to the left wing. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Towns. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Green for 3. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Edwards with the drive. That one is off. And Memphis taking it the other way down. On the wing, Conchar. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Conchar from downtown. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. Russell. Tip back in for 2.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Stolen by Jones. On the wing, Green. The rebound by the Timberwolves. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gobert with the bucket.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Timeout call, Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He said, guys, you don't have to chuck up the first 3 you see. Keep your heads up. Keep looking for the best option. Let's see how they respond. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Outside Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
Here's Morant.
Oh, wow. Incredible. Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards pass to Gobert. And stolen by Bane. There's Jackson with the 3. Bane finds Morant. Stolen by Russell. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Now here's Adams. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Clock at 6. Here's Brooks. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 9-point game here. 1:03 left to play in the fourth.
Well, you love the aggressiveness D'Angelo Russell plays with. This guy basically dares the defense, make a play on me here.
Good on the first, and that brings him with an 8. And both free throws good for Russell. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Outside Russell. Towns against Jackson. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Bane. Jacks up a 3. Russell with the rebound. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Drives to the hoop. Count it!
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The free throw drops for Morant. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Edwards. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Smack clowns with mad style.
fierce rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this so hyped where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seat, should we?
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Booker with it. Now defended by Bane. Booker against Bane. Booker the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morant drives in. Trying to get open is Johnson. Another shot. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now, here's Bane. Adams with the screen on Paul. Here's Morant. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
The Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Booker looking around. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
If he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks from outside the arc. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Booker with the drive, and Adams sends it back. Here's Morant. And they'll get another chance. Adams finds Jackson. They grab their own miss. Goes up again. Here's Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Booker outside. to Paul. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond Bane.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Booker against Bane. And it's blocked by Adams.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Morant outside. Jackson trying to break free. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant. Brooks has got 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Nailed from three-point land.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson kicks to Bane. Passes it to Morant. Drives through, hammering it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
No good from Booker.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson finds Brooks. No good with the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
It's stolen by Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul kicks to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker outside. It's a hand on it. Back to Paul. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Deflects the pass. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Adams dishes to Morant. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Bridges with the steal. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Paul passes to Booker. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Bridges has got 7.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Phoenix leading by 8. Booker with it. Now defended by Bane. Johnson's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morant finds Bane. Morant surveying the D. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Suns have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Brooks dishes to Adams. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. It's stolen by Adams. Outside, Bane. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So kicks it out to Paul. To the middle. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Paul. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. With 1 on the clock. Oh,
God. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
27.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Jones with it. He's picked up by Paul. Green deciding where to go with it. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Suns leading by 7. Booker the pass to Ayton, and the shot goes down. Ayton's got 8 points.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Pass to Concho. They kick it out to Green. Memphis moving that ball around. To the paint. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside, Green. And Memphis with another turnover here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Booker with it. Now Green defending. Bridges kicks to Booker. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jones, no one around him. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges attacking. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant outside. Offline with his 3. Suns leading by 13. Paul outside to the inside. Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, the guy who can score at a high level when asked to. This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Paul against Morant. On the wing, Bane. The pass to Jackson. They could use a bucket. Out to Morant. 2 on the clock. Shot from the wing. And that one hits back iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Payne for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Payne's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
With 3, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
Now Morant. 14 points for him. Adams with it. Chris Paul covering. On the wing, Jackson. Adams dishes to Jackson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Grizzlies shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Johnson against Jackson. Paul passes to Booker. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. And Adams sends it back. Jackson with it. Morant left side. Looking to end his... Oh! Lightning. That was... incredible.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Paul finds Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 22.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Bane with it. Bridges covering. Memphis moving that ball around. And Morant gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Back to Johnson. He dishes it to Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Here is Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson for 3.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Adams. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns leading by 19. Paul passes to Johnson. Here's Ayton. Now here's Paul. Down low. Johnson kicks to Ayton. Bridges dishes to Ayton. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That's tipped. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. .135 left in the fourth quarter. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Phoenix.
you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Ayton against Brooks. Here's Paul. It's good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Deep two from Brooks. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Bain passes to Brooks. Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And it's Ayton missing. Takes a three. Second chance shot. The three from Morant. Paul grabs the board. Johnson surveying the floor. So it's the Suns winning easily here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Smack clowns with mad style.
to that is the system.
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. Edwards can't hit. Russell against Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Here's Edwards. No good there. Nice D from Bridges. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And stolen by Bridges. And now the Suns fast break. Booker, the pass to Johnson. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Towns down low. Johnson on him. Towns can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Booker attacking. Banked it in off the glass.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Oh, nice! Big finish! And he dunks it down.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Double team on Towns. Out to the wing. McDaniels passes to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Towns, that's good.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about. Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Ayton finds Bridges. Ayton with a screen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Russell. Towns down low. Covered by Johnson. Here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The drive by Paul, deflected by Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker, the pass to Paul. And here's Ayton. Outside Johnson. Back to Ayton. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he gets it back. They get the rebound. Tries yet again.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA. productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Doesn't go that time. Booker with the defensive effort. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. There's the three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert, count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Ayton. Second chance shot. The kick out to Johnson. This one for three. He buries it from three. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Suns on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Booker from deep. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Town showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
And Booker with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Edwards. Pass to Russell. Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Now Ayton. Now here's Paul. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Outside for Booker. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 4 points this quarter. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Russell outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
The kick out to Paul. Outside Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. Bridges passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Gobert against Aiden. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has got 9.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Gobert with it. Give him 8 points now. Basket's good. 12 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Pass to Edwards. 4 seconds left.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Punch that was.
bad intentions.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Appreciate it, Allie.
43. The Suns. 26.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Minnesota in the lead. Out to the right wing. Towns down low. He's against Bridges. Gobert passes to Russell from behind the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Well, the Suns shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Ball finds Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Highlight reel dribble move. And then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there. Showing all the skill.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Johnson. Booker against Towns. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And here's Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Johnson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead. Pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Bridges. Ball passes to Booker. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Minnesota with it.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
And that one misses. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Booker finds Aiden. Outside for Booker. Shot clock at 2. The ball's knocked loose. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .152 left in the third quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Booker. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. To the left wing. Towns double team. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 11 points.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
The kick out to Johnson. Over to the wing. Paul with it. Towns covering. Booker, pass to Johnson. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Here's McDaniels. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
And that one good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
So it's Minnesota now. 6-point game. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Russell.
Defensively, Aiden's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
From deep, Johnson. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McDaniels. Oh, my! What a slam right at the buzzer!
And they got the last.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. While we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. From deep, Johnson. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Russell, that's good.
Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Ayton finds Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
You know, when he orchestrates for his teammates, Towns becomes even more valuable to me. Really good when the offense is able to flow through him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And Booker throws it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Bridges. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. Can't cash it in from close range. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Towns a screen on Bridges. Edwards a pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Here's McDaniels. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Booker, the pass to Paul. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play. And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Bridges. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter.
Both free throws good from Booker. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the 4th. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. And he makes it on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim. And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Russell. And it's in there. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big. I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Ayton passes to Booker. Goes back up. And Ayton with the lay-in.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Paul. From deep, Johnson. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. Left side, Paul. Here's Johnson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within single digits. And Johnson drops them both. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Russell into the lane, and he gets the bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Now Towns. Three-pointer. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the drop.
I smack clowns with mad style.
some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks, and it's Morant in at the point. Bain, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Morant against Edwards. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Morant with some nice D. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And he drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Oh, here's Edwards. Following the miss by Ja Morant.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks. Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Russell finds Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Gobert against Brooks. A 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And Jackson throws it down.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Great D that time from Bain. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And that one's good, Morant.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Russell passes to Gobert. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. That's a 2 from Towns.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs to be a premier defender.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here is Edwards. Steven Adams making his last shot. Towns, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Morant drives in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So Morant, he'll go to the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Here's Gobert. And nothing is falling for him right now. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Pocket 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And so here's Memphis. 6-point game. Adams sets the pick for Morant. He takes it in and finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. 9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bane. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He totaled 14. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Shot on the wing. That shot off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Right side Towns. Towns is doubled. From 6 feet out, he nails it.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell kicks to Edwards. Shoots over Morant. Edwards can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Bane finds Morant. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Screen by Adams. Now here's Morant for 3. Shot is no good. Now 9 for 13 from the floor. Here's McDaniels. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And there's the pass to Edwards. 4 on the clock. The kick out to Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Brooks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best. When you think of Dillon Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
To the wing right side. Here's McDaniels. Towns finds Edwards. Over Morant. Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading by 8. Adams, the pass to Brooks. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Back to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Does it back. Off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And I like the fact also that they're the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
Here's Morant. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 9. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell passes to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morant drives in.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Jackson against Towns. Back to Edwards. The tray. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Inside, stolen by McDaniels. A finish, and finished off by McDaniel.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Edwards can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now here's Morant for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Towns, a screen on Morant. And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies lead by 8.
The Grizzlies, 32.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 24.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Towns against Jackson. Towns kicks to Edwards. Back to Towns. Here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. They get it again. Gobert can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Passes it to Bing. To the middle. And Adams now top of the key. Out to Brooks. Back to Adams. Outside Jackson. Let's go. A second chance effort. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gobert with it. Now defended by Bing.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Memphis leading by 9. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Steps back. Edwards passes to top. Russell kicks to Towns. This one for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell dishes to Edwards. Jackson against Russell. Releases. Out to Edwards. The three. Russell, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Brooks gets it to go.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Gobert double teamed. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Russell.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Good it is. This goes to town. Gobert's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Brooks. He gets it in there.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Out to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 14.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Memphis shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Russell. The second effort. Edwards kicks to Russell. There's the triple. That one, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And stolen by Russell. Edwards against Green. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Aldama. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Gobert.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Grizzlies leading by... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, we've got Green, and it's Aldama with the 4-man position.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Up again. It's good on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 14 rebounds.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Aldama. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the inside. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, and that's good.
Inside, Gobert is a nightmare. With his height, it's tough to create good coverage.
Outside, Jones. Over Russell. Jones, no luck. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Edwards looking it over. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Taking 2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. Memphis leading. Morant outside. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Morant's against Gobert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
Both free throws good from Morant. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Edwards against Bain. Edwards passes to Gobert.
Really showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Morant outside. He dishes it to Jackson. Morant kicks to Adams. Outside, Bain. And he swishes it right through. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Edwards passes to Russell. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Bain, Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Timberwolves trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big.
Uh-oh!
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Morant looking around. There's the drive, and Morant throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
It's stolen by Adams. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bain can shoot it from all over.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Second shot opportunity. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. We're at 9. And that one's good. Morant.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Brooks misses. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 10. And the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And Morant throws it down. 20 seconds left in the game. There's Russell with the three. Here's Gobert. Look at that.
Nice. A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
Ja Morant. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Outside Russell. It's good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now here's Johnson. Back to Booker. Johnson inside. Jackson on him. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Booker.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Here's Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Booker, the pass to Aiden. Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Bridges. Knocks it loose. Brooks, right side. Jackson outside. Payne into the lane. And a two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Desmond Bane. The free throw drops for Johnson. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. And he drives in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Outside Johnson. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. Back to Aiden. 4-3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Paul finds Aiden. Adams grabs the miss.
Phoenix foul. DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brooks against Bridges. Back to Brooks. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. 5 to shoot. Releases. The shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
And stolen by Booker. And stolen by Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now here's Paul. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's good. 2 points.
So tough to keep him in front of you. He's always playing on his front foot, using that first step.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. They grab their own miss. Oh, got a piece of it. Inside. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Adams. Morant's got 11.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Ayton finds Johnson. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Outside for Booker. Paul with it. He's picked up by Bane. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Outside for Brooks. On target from range.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And stolen by Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Paul with the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant, he's feet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Johnson. Brooks with the rebound. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton inside. Pounded by Morant. Buries it down low.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Johnson passes to Booker. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Booker against Jackson. Here's Morant. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with the top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Pass to Paul. Out to Bridges. For 3, Booker. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Suns. Outside Morant. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Bridges passes to Paul. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Jackson the screen. Bane finds Jackson. Off with the layup. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Coming off a Suns make. Here's Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Now here's Jackson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Here's Bridges. The lead is 2. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Here's Bridges. Outside Booker. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drains the triple. Johnson's got 7.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Booker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant, the pass to Bane. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Booker. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Booker. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick-and-roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Now here's Brooks. The floater. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
The Grizzlies, 30.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Danny Green is out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Now here's Ayton, tightly guarded. Bridges passes to Booker. Ayton with a screen. 3-pointer. Booker no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. Bridges passes to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Outside Jones for the lead. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Ayton hits them both.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Green for three. Shot that time, not on target. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Bridges on the attack. Ayton. Pass to Tillman. Here's Green. Outside Jones. Another shot. Driving inside. Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Clock at 6. Jones from outside.
Oh, as a defender, Paul can be so frustrating, using his quickness to stay on top of you.
Johnson passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. A line change here for Memphis. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Count the basket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Booker. He has 7, and Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Morant into the...
Oh,
look out! Ruthless!
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
What? That looks like something you see in a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Up top, Ayton. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Bain. Left side, Morant. From outside the arc. And it's Morant again missing. The Suns leading. Ball passes to Ayton. Now Booker. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot, and he gets it to go. Ayton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Morant against Paul. On the wing, Bain. Here's Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. Driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Paul. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And that one's good for Brooks. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Down low. Johnson passes to Booker. Off target from outside. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Suns ahead, leading. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
John Morant at the line for 2.
And Morant drops them both. And Phoenix has possession. Tries to break his ice. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. No debate there. He got hammered.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Suns trailing. Ball finds Ayton. Back to Paul. To the paint. The kick out to Johnson. All sorts of time. Here's Ayton. Outside Johnson. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. The free throw drops for Bane. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Paul passes to Booker. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Desmond Bane.
Now, we know that Booker can score with the best of them, and he's also very skilled at drawing fouls.
Both free throws good from Booker. And here's Morant. There's the triple. And Booker pulls it down. Phoenix is shooting at about 44% so far. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
What is going on right now?
Paul against Brooks. Paul passes to Bridges. Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on Bane. To the right side. Here's Ayton, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns. Ayton hits them both. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Jackson outside. And right through it goes.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
The kick out to Paul. Jackson against Johnson. Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. Good work defensively by Brooks.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Morant with it. And they get it back. And here's Bane. Booker defending. Jackson the screen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver. He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Booker finds Bridges. And here's Paul. Inside. Here's Johnson. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Payne, the pass to Adams. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Launches it. Payne, no good. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Ayton, the screen on Payne. Bridges passes to Paul. The kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Oh, nails the triple!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
And Morant drops them both.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Ball against Morant. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Out left to the wing. Going inside. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Who else would you want on the line? Paul, this is what he does. He is a closer. Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This one was in the...
Smack clowns with mad style.
A win away from home. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Bridges shot, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards drives in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Booker finds 8. Back to Booker. Paul looking around. Booker outside. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Wow, so quick on the drive. D'Angelo explodes to the cup, and he makes the defender foul him.
And he's good on the second. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And here's Edwards after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. McDaniels, the Timberwolves again can't hit. Booker with it. He's picked up by Russell. It's stolen by Gobert. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. Johnson kicks to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards passes to McDaniels. And here's Towns. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Cat is not going to step aside if there's physical contact to be had on the glass.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Here's Bridges. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, the strong drive by Guy Book just forces the defender's hand right there. You give this guy an opening and he will attack it. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Edwards can't hit. Suns trail by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Now here's Edwards. Good D by Booker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Bridges. They lead by 1. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
And he makes both free throws. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Towns. Down low, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He notched 8 points. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and so far, the free throw line has also been a major factor, baiting defenders into contact and then earning those trips to the line.
So on the floor for Minnesota. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Doris with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And that one, good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And here's Johnson outside, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the feed to Gobert. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Russell against Paul. The pass to Bridges. With 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside, Towns. Out to Russell. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
Back to Ayton. No good, unable to end this run. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Towns.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's McDaniels. Defended by Booker. Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Towns with it. Bridges covering from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Booker with a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Booker's got 9.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. And the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. Back to Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
The Suns have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 3-point lead. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker against Edwards. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Ball kicks to Booker. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
And it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Towns. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. Makes it off the glass. That's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
And
your Suns, 28. The Timberwolves, 33.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Russell dishes to Towns. Feeds to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Gobert's got 14 points.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
The Suns have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards kicks to Russell. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it's in there. 10 points for him.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Here's Johnson. A second chance effort. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Bridges with the steal to the left side wing. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. He kicks to Bridges for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
McDaniels dishes to Russell. Lock at 6. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ball against Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
He hits the second from the line. Suns trail by 5. Johnson kicks to Paul. Back to Johnson. Kicks it out to Paul. Dish now to Booker. To the inside. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Turns down low. Covered by Johnson. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards passes to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Passes to McDaniels. And here's Russell, defended by Paul. Gobert with a screen on Paul. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Johnson can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Edwards. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Tried by Booker.
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
And stolen by Ayton. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Ayton. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. The kick out to Towns. Russell trying to free himself up. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Suns trail by 7. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Bridges inside. Towns on him. Booker dishes to Johnson. Back to Booker. Inside. Shot by Johnson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. And a deep 3 from Booker. And the Suns miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys...
And so it's Minnesota headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced for the wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Outside, Towns. To the paint, Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, you have to like the vision from Karl Anthony Towns. He's got the kind of size necessary to see over the defense.
Ayton kicks to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Booker with a deep 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. And here's Russell. Now the pass to Edwards. And stolen by Booker for the finish. And a dunk by Booker.
Well, you can see this guy is improving as a two-way threat. Devin Booker active on the defensive end and finishes nice.
Towns up top, covered by Johnson. Basket counts. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Hands it from downtown.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Johnson finds Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And taken away by Johnson. Ball outside. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bridges passes to Johnson. Booker in the corner. Ayton a screen on Russell. Here's Booker. Gobert knocks it away.
Timberwolves ball.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Out to Edwards. Looking to get it going. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Johnson the pass to Ayton. Dishes to Bridges. Ayton a screen. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First team foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
One of the things you admire most about Devin Booker is how unaffected he is by pressure. Now with the game on the line at the foul line, what does he do?
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Oh!
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Booker outside. It's up a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:29 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Russell feeling it out a bit. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team. And nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
And Booker kicks to Paul. On the wing, Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, wow, a huge basket that tied the game.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Russell dishes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. And stolen by Eaton. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's McDaniels. It's tipped. Paul with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
Russell passes to Towns. Over Johnson. And they get it. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
And here's Johnson outside. Nails the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now here's Paul. So the Suns win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum